I thought it was fun. It was a good learning experience, and you have to deal with so much pressure, like grades, like school.
So what's some of the things that you learned?
I learned a whole lot in the science portion, like the greenhouse gases and what it affects and stuff.
I learned, of course, greenhouse gases, about methane and chlorofluorocarbons and carbon dioxide. In math, we reviewed how to do data and a lot of other stuff that are really valuable to learn for school.
Well, the program, I mean, it gives you something to do over the summer, keep your minds like going intellectually over the summertime, because some kids go brain dead.
So what did you think about the camp this summer?
I really enjoyed it because it gave me the desire to learn by the role models that I had here teaching me, so I enjoyed it. I think I'll go back to school with a better state of mind.
So what's some of the things that you learned?
I learned that if we don't start conserving energy now, we'll have to pay a bigger price later.
Well, it was really cool because you guys do a whole bunch of field trips and stuff.
Yeah. So like what kind of field trips did you do?
They went to the landfill, Oakland landfill. They went to Churchill Park School and got to see these the solar panels on top of the school for the solar water heaters. And I also went to Birmingham Forest, and that was really cool, but kind of scary.
I learned that in science, global warming is a really big problem. I learned some of the effects of global warming, like droughts and fires and things like that.
So how are you going to apply some of the things that you learned into your life?
I'm going to try to recycle more, just be environment eco-friendly, just try to save more things.
In math, I learned about proportions and how to convert stuff, because I really didn't know nothing about that. And in science, we learned about global warming, which I was not aware that it was affecting us and how bad it was affecting us.
It was pretty fun. We learned a lot of stuff, especially about like global warming and a lot of things I didn't know about. And I just got full experience of it, something I've never done before.
So what's some of the things that you learned?
We learned about global warming, greenhouse gas emissions, carbon sequestration, like why our ozone layer is fading away throughout the years and the overuse of like coal and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it inspired you to write a rap. Tell me a little bit about that.
Me and my cousin Wayne, we wrote a rap about all the stuff we learned in science, and it was mostly about global warming, but it was pretty fun to hang out with all the people in another group and to write that. So.
The control of greenhouse gases will affect us by the masses. This is something we can control. We need to put this process on hold.
Carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. These are the gases that affect us inside. Carbon dioxide has the most effect. It's killing our atmosphere, and that's what we detect.
Think before you throw trash in the ground, because this has an effect on what's happening now. Recycle plastic, glass, and paper too. These are the things that we can reuse.
Riding garbage in landfills and mining operations. We're putting ourselves in a heated situation. We need to think before we act, because this garbage and mining has a huge impact.
Why don't you just stop? Why don't you just stop? Why don't you just stop? Global warming!
If you want a new car, you have a reason. Help the environment and think about a Prius. The Prius is the most fuel-efficient car. 50 cents a gallon, this can take you far.
We can plant more trees around our nation to help cause carbon sequestration. The overuse of electricity was not our intent, as we cut down and makes a smaller carbon footprint.
Why don't you just stop? 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 Global warming! Global warming! Why don't you just stop? 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 Global warming. Global warming. Why don't you just stop? Why don't you just stop? Why don't you just stop?